Now, I've been called racist. I've been called Oreo. I've been called sellout. I've been called shameless. I've got a whole list of names that I've been called. Let me tell you what the latest one is, in case you hadn't heard. The latest one was by Mr. Harry Belafonte. Now, despite what you think of him as an entertainer, he called me a bad apple. He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He called me a bad apple. And a reporter wanted to know, well, Mr. Cain, what did he mean by that? I said, well, you would have to ask him. I said, I think what he is saying is because I am an American black conservative who thinks for myself, and I have left that Democrat plantation, I guess that makes me a bad apple. Then I'm just going to be a bad apple.
We touched on last night, the latest NBC Wall Street Journal poll shows Cain with support from 27% of Republican voters. Mitt Romney is 4 percentage points behind him. Ranked third, Texas Governor Rick Perry with 16% saying they'd vote for him. Today, as you might have seen in the last hour on CNN, Cain sat down with Erin Burnett for an in-depth interview that covered several topics. Keeping him honest, Cain said some questionable things. We begin with his comments on Iran's alleged plot to kill the Saudi ambassador to the United States. Watch.
I happen to believe that this attempted assassination, that Iran has its fingerprints all over based upon the reports that we've seen, was because this president is perceived as weak.
Well, Mr. Cain, we'd love to see those reports. Nowhere have we seen in any of the information about this alleged plot that the suspected plot came about because President Obama is weak. In fact, nowhere, aside from you, has it even been suggested that's how this plot came about. Now to Mr. Cain's economic vision. He's been touting his so-called 999 plan. Here's the breakdown. He wants a 9% business flat tax, a 9% individual flat tax, and a 9% national sales tax. Cain is also calling for the end to the payroll tax and estate tax, among other big changes. Today, in that interview with Erin, the former CEO of Godfather's Pizza claimed his plan will help the U.S. economy.
When this economy is growing with my 999 plan, we will be growing with my 999 plan. 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 We will be growing at a robust rate rather than this anemic rate that we are growing at today. With my 999 plan. We will be growing 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 with my 999 plan. We will be growing.
Remember that. We'll be growing at a robust rate, he says. Keeping them honest, there are some serious questions about that. Cain's 999 plan would bring in nearly $1.77 trillion. But currently our tax system brings in way more than that, at least $2.16 trillion. So Mr. Cain's plan brings in about 18 to 20% less in tax revenue. And keeping him on
with my 999 plan. We will be growing 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 with my 999 plan.